Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Disqualified. We are here to talk about Wrestlemania 41, Night 2, and
It was a show.
Out of our predictions, Gordon got last.
So me and him will be doing a variation of the Hot Ones Challenge as punishment for me failing NXT and him failing Mania.
So, with that being said, the three podium placers, raise your hands, and the winner, grab the belt. Zach is our first double champ.
I called it.
Yeah?
Not only inaugural NXT, but double champs in the same weekend.
He should feel like Sol Ruka, and I feel like a transitional champion.
Honestly, it works out perfectly because I guessed Sol Ruka's win to become double champ, and now I'm double champ because of it.
Yeah.
That one match is the thing that got me a point head start.
Yes, clearly
final tally.
Yep. Gordon got a little bonus point for calling a spot that we will get to in the middle of tonight's card, but ended the night with 7. Me and Caleb tied at 8, with Zach setting the Mania record, but also because of how many matches were on the card. Well, we have the potential of possibly breaking this record at SummerSlam, but still most predicted right in a PLE prediction with 11, getting only 2 matches wrong.
Good stuff, my boy. So
Indeed.
how does it feel to be a double champ?
Feels good. I knew it was coming. I felt it in my bones.
Yes, he will. Next time he will defend this belt is on May 10th for Backlash. Next time he will defend this belt is May 25th at Battleground.
I believe so, yes.
I think Worlds Collide.
Oh, right. Worlds Collide is the same
Weekend as Backlash.
Yeah, so technically Worlds Collide, he'll defend this one.
Twice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a double defense.
Hey, you should have your new belt by then. When the new belt gets here, because Zach will not
placeholder.
Zach will not
Placeholder.
be on screen all the time. The new belt,
We'll hang it on the wall.
no, we'll put it right here
Yes,
on the
so
table.
you can see that we have an official NXT belt.
Yes.
Until one of us wins it.
But he will hold the main roster
Yep.
Yeah.
behind camera if he wishes.
I'll wear it
Yes.
while we record.
But yeah, so let's get into the festivities tonight, starting with our first match of the night, our Women's World Championship Triple Threat match. We have Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair.
EO being your champion, and this match cooked.
I want to talk about gear real quick, but yes, the match cooked. Sorry to cut you off.
No, yeah.
But Io, dressed in what I called a tennis ball-like outfit with the color scheme.
Neon green, yeah.
Rhea coming out as the Batman Who Laughs.
Beautiful costume, and my gosh, was that makeup terrifying.
Yeah, fantastic. Extra little corner to extend the smile out. Great magic trick.
And Bianca was wearing a gold and rose ensemble, which looked pretty cool. Her outfit, like her jacket for the entrance, was like made of roses. So that was amazing. That was cool.
Coming out hugging her stepdaughter that was doing her best stepmom cosplay.
Yep, but now we get into the action. So it starts with Bianca and Rhea arguing, and Io steps in the middle.
They go for the classic push spot we've seen in the interviews, and Io catches them hands like, F y'all.
Yeah, not today, not today. So Io gets the first bit of offensive run in, and then we get some run from Rhea. We get some run from Bianca.
Something this match did, however, is it broke sort of the main rule of triple threats. Quite a bit of one person sits in the ringside while the other two keep the action going, while the third men take a break. This match was decently 50% all three doing action.
Oh, yeah.
It's like someone didn't tell them the rule.
An actual free-for-all.
Yes.
Yeah, an actual free-for-all. That is for sure. And we saw plenty of high spots. We saw plenty of reversals too.
Yeah.
The KOD got reversed twice. The Riptide got reversed twice.
Even
the over the moonsault got reversed.
Yep, with Rhea, what we could see from the camera angle, not even bending her legs for the boot to Io, and she sold that like a champ. Because holy.
Yeah, but the end of the match saw Bianca hit the KOD on Rhea for the 1, 2, over the moonsault.
For the 1, 2, 3 with Io
Sky retains.
retaining, pinning Bianca.
And the people that get a point for this match are Zach and Trevin.
Oh yeah, pulling ahead already. My main goal, just beat Caleb.
Yeah.
That's all I cared about.
And he did it.
Yeah, he did it. He did it very, very badly.
Yes.
But, so, what we rating this match, fellas?
I'm between 4.5 and 5 because it's like this match was amazing and a great way to open, but for some reason it's like, and the reversal is like, it's like nothing sticking out that like there's no spot that's sticking out that like screams 5-star, but it's like it was such action packed that it's like begging for a 5-star, but nothing's like punching me in the face to like point out this spot is what made it 5-star.
Mm-hmm. I know what I'm going for. 4.5.
Same, 4.5.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Great to see Io get her first win at Mania.
Yep, and end the streak of Rhea and Bianca at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
And now we get into other Terror Twin business with a Sin City street fight that I think it was good, but needed some more weapon action. Funnily enough.
Yeah. Where were them kendo sticks? The classics.
Yeah, but we get Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
With Drew repping the sponsor of this match, dressing as the new, what's the new Doom game called?
Doom the Dark Ages.
Doom the Dark Ages, dressing like medieval Doom Slayer.
Yeah, it looked dope. And Damian coming out in Pinhead inspired gear for his jacket at least.
Well,
I don't know what the logos on his pockets were. They felt very Destiny inspired.
Mm-hmm.
In my head at least.
Yeah, but Damian
Destiny.
getting his entrance accompanied by the guitarist of Slayer?
Yep.
Yeah, the co-lead guitarist.
Yep.
Yeah, but so we get into this match and it is a brawl.
Fight!
We see stairs used by Damian thrown at Drew, knocking him out. And then we get a stair barrage by Drew to Damian.
Yeah, 2 different sections of stair abuse.
Yep. A couple to the temple and a couple more to the spine.
Quite a few to the spine.
Yep.
We get 2 tables set up by Drew.
Yep. Almost goes through them right after he sets them up, but the match continues. We get a couple cool spots. What scared us with what we thought was the ending of the match was Drew hitting the Future Shock DDT onto the steel steps, reminiscent of that one Friday Night SmackDown, and Damian kicking out. And Caleb was panicking, being like, here's where Super Damian comes out.
Yeah, because, like, I jokingly said, I was taking those all week to prepare for the match. Because it shook him on SmackDown. And this one, he just...
1, 2, kick out.
Yeah, he kind of just shrugged it off.
Yeah, but the match continues. We get some real cool spots with Damian going through a turnbuckle chair he set up, going through a couple tables, basically every table that was brought up.
Okay, wait. You are downplaying this spot. So
right, no.
The spot goes, first, Drew gets put through a table.
Yep.
In the ring.
Yeah, in the ring with the original.
Couple splinters in the liver.
Mm-hmm.
And then after we get some more brawling, we get Damian Priest going old school on Drew McIntyre. And Drew says, nah, fuck that. pushes him through 2
Side by side.
tables.
Yep. The tables Drew set up earlier.
And then he grabs him, places him right in front of the chair that Damien set up, and claymores him into the chair.
for the 1, 2, 3.
And the 3 people getting points for this match are the 3 people you see right now, minus Trevin, actually.
Yeah, the street.
I forgot. I thought Trevin chose Damien.
Nope,
but
I picked the Street King for the street fight.
You mixed up the G and the T.
I-
And I thought I was bad with names.
Bruh, it is a long day.
It has been long.
It's been a long weekend.
Yes.
Woof.
Yeah.
Honestly, good match.
Yeah.
I gave it like a solid 4 overall. 4. If there were a little more weapons,
Mm-hmm.
like actual handheld weapons, like
Yeah.
a spiked baseball bat or
Mhm.
a kendo stick, I'd give it like a 4.5.
I would have liked to see them go into the crowd, and that's why I'm giving it a 4. They needed to do more with the stipulation. I mean, granted, they did a lot with the stipulation.
Yep.
Like
They
last
just
time.
felt like they needed to do more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll also give it a solid 4. Like, the beef these two had, the build-up definitely helped a lot. The high spots were high, but some of this match did drag a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But now, a match that had no dragon spots, all gas, no brakes. Your men's intercontinental fatal 4-way with your champ Braun Breaker versus WrestleMania debut of Penta versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio.
Oh my God. We see the debut of Green Ranger Penta in WWE.
Fantastic outfit.
Or as I also called him, Rayquaza Penta.
He does have some dragons on the side of his mask.
So he looks like Rayquaza.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now is he Mega Evolved Rayquaza?
No, that would be black and gold. Black and
Uh,
orange.
No, with the black he adds, you could make an argument for Mega Rayquaza.
But Mega Evolved doesn't have any green.
It does. You're thinking of shiny.
I am thinking of shiny Mega Rayquaza. He's got
Yeah.
it.
And I don't even know that much Pokemon knowledge.
You can tell who's the nerd of the group. Speaking of nerddom, check out our Throws of Chaos D&D podcast. Link in description.
Yeah, because you forgot to plug it yesterday.
I did, because it was a long day yesterday.
As long as we keep it in the description, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always going to be linked down in the description.
Yep, our little D&D/TTRPG podcast. I say D&D because we're currently doing D&D, but expect other TTRPGs in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But,
Back to the match. Back to the action.
yes.
Banger.
Carlito
Match.
appears out of nowhere.
Yep.
Apple in hand.
And Carlito's comment, "Shut up!" Because that's all he said.
Yep, but Carlito is involved in a couple of highlights in this, like him breaking up a pin by pulling the other person out. Looks like he's going to backstabber Penta through a table, but Braun Breaker has some things to say about it. He's like, "You owe me a spear from the one you ran away from on Monday." Braun Breaker, from table to table, long jumps 14 effing feet into a spear through an announce table on Carlito.
Carlito dies twice in 3 weeks.
The Bulldog will bulldoze.
Braun Breaker, what the F are you on?
Yeah, what are you on? You see, you wore the Georgia Bulldog sweater yesterday for Braun, and you didn't even wear it today when he wrestled.
No, I didn't.
But yeah, so
I knew he was gonna lose.
that pretty much takes Carlito out of the equation. He is no
Yep.
longer helping Dom and Finn.
Yeah, Penta is still decently gassed, and Braun Breaker is a little woozy from basically going headfirst on a broken table.
Yeah, but then Braun does make his way back in, and so does Penta. Then we get Braun going for a spear, Penta kicking him.
Yup.
And then, no. Braun hits a spear on Penta.
Yup.
And then we get a 619 from Dom.
Mhm.
Dom goes up to the top.
Mhm.
Finn counters Dom.
Yup. Looks like he's going for a frog splash.
Falls on the rope. Hits his
Yep.
nuts.
Yup.
Dom gets in.
Yep.
Or not Dom.
Finn.
Finn gets in.
Yup. Does
Gets-
his little
Corner
finisher.
drop kick.
Yup.
Coup de grace for the 1,
2, frog splash!
out of nowhere for the 1,
1, 2,
3,
3,
and new
Yup.
Intercontinental Champion.
Pinning his faction mate Finn Balor to win the chip.
This was my favorite prediction.
Yeah, because he even predicted who was going to pin who.
I said,
Yup.
Dom is pinning Finn. It's
So
gonna be the nail
expect
in the
by
coffin.
they'll probably build up to it tomorrow, Monday.
It's going to be Backlash.
Yeah, but probably the Monday after that is where Judgment Day officially breaks up, and Backlash is where we get the breakup match.
Or at least Finn leaving Judgment Day to become the demon again.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Or
We shall
some
see.
new
But
new
holy,
face.
this match.
Yeah, this match was good. All of us picked Dom, so all of us get a point. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yes, his first main roster chip and his first chip won without Rhea at ringside.
Mm-hmm. And I believe his first win at Mania.
Yeah,
So that
a lot of milestones for Dom this match.
A lot of milestones for Dom. And yeah, so what are we gonna rate this match?
5.
5.
4.5.
I'm going with a 4.5.
Well, and speaking of anniversaries,
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
have the 20-year anniversary of one Randall Keith Orton.
At WrestleMania this past Friday, he issued the open challenge being like, listen, I'm gonna be at Mania whether y'all like it or not. If you want to squabble, I'll be there in my trunks with my boots tied up. And
come squabble.
We did not predict this match, but we did, as a gentleman's bet,
Gordon predicted
predict who was going to be the
opponents. Me and Caleb picked a returning Rusev. I was on the fence with a returning Alistair, but they already confirmed he will show up the SmackDown after Mania, which is 6. So I was like, you know what? Final bet Rusev. You picked Solo as the safe bet. And Gordon...
No, I thought you picked Nick Aldis.
He said Solo.
No.
No.
I said
he
Rusev.
said Rusev.
Oh, Rusev.
Yeah.
I was thinking Jimmy.
Oh, yeah,
Jim-
he was thinking.
Yeah, he was thinking Jimmy. And Gordon, for the love of the meme, decided to say his name and he'll appear. Joe Hendry's my pick.
And literally 45 seconds later,
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. Caleb is recreating the face he made. He was pissed.
he had his hands in his face. He was just like, oh my god.
I thought this is, hey, you give a returning star a big thing.
Like one of the Hardy Boys.
And it's Joe Hendry.
Advertise that partnership.
Yeah, advertise the partnership. I was on the Joe Hendry hype train, and then I saw some of his matches, and I realized he's kind of
Basic.
just the song.
Yep.
That's what it's boiled down to
Hey,
for me.
some people like vanilla.
And some people like Jey Uso eating.
Yep.
Someone here's favorite superstar is Jey Uso.
Cough, cough.
So
Yeah,
I
but
can see why Trevin was very excited for Joe
yeah,
Hendry.
I loved it, but I will not lie. This match was barely longer than a speed division match, as it was a lot of basic back and forth. Joe Hendry doesn't hit his standing ovation, gets countered, but still gets a lot of offense in. Randy's on the ground, a little winded. Joe decides it's the perfect opportunity to do his turn to hard cam emote. He does it into an RKO from out of nowhere for the
Coming in the
1,
frame.
2, 3.
So you'll note that I made no notes during this match. I was making Mastacholi.
Upstairs in a completely different room.
Yep.
He said, Joe Hendry, I'm out of here.
Yep, but Randy Orton decides, A, you did good, like, go, come on, come celebrate, raises his hand, and decides you've celebrated enough. Here's a second RKO to signify my friendship, and is like, Randy also does a version of the Joe Hendry emote into his classic pose, and I love this, honestly.
It's so perfect for Randy.
It was just two
shit
dudes
on
having
someone.
fun.
Yeah.
That's why I'm giving it 5 stars. It was two dudes having fun.
Yeah, and now we go to an actually advertised match. We get Logan Paul versus AJ Styles.
The in-ring action was actually killer.
It was a good match. I
Yes.
can't lie.
Yes,
Unfortunately.
we say this every time Logan Paul appears on our screen. His in-ring work is sick. He is amazing. Probably one of the best in-ring workers in the company right now.
Mhm.
We just hate the dude.
He's a horrible person.
Yeah.
But-
also, no Prime bottle spot this year.
No.
2 missed ones, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Because they both, like, just barely grazed past the cart.
Yeah.
Well, that too,
and
there was
the
no
mascot,
Prime
yeah.
mascot.
The only beverage mascot we got on our screen was the Minute Maid juice box.
Minute Maid juice box.
Non-sponsored.
No, we're not sponsored, but they're sponsored by.
Yeah, WrestleMania was sponsored by Minute Maid.
Yeah, so-
But yeah, so that's our podcastly rant about Logan Paul being in WWE. This match still cooked. Like, it was amazing. One big spot is that another unadvertised person appeared on Mania and got some screen time. Karrion Kross helped save AJ Styles from a goon of Logan Paul, giving Logan Paul the brass knuckles, and AJ's like, "What the frick are you doing here?" And Karrion's just like, "Alan, you know what to do. He cannot be the face of this business.
Put them on.
Put them on, kill him where he stands."
And that gives Logan Paul just enough time to recover.
Yep.
AJ Styles gets up for the phenomenal forearm. He hits a regular forearm on Logan.
Yep.
Logan then moves out the way. Pulverizer. 1, 2, 3.
Gordon gets a point.
Gordon gets the points.
Yep.
I think that was when he got to 2 points.
Nope, this is the last point that Gordon will score the whole night.
Yep. This is what brought him up to 7 due to the bonus point he got for predicting the Orton opponent.
Yep.
Yep.
And now, there was another mystery.
Component on this card.
And now, I will let Zach announce this match because he guessed who it was going to be.
So, next match on the card, Judgment Day.
Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Next.
we had Lyra and supposed to be
Bailey.
but Bailey got injured somehow. So, mystery opponent, I basically called it. I said, how many dollars do I get if it's Becky Lynch? And then her music started playing.
Yeah.
So, Lyra and Becky.
A returning Becky Lynch.
The Irish duo!
I called it.
And as soon as Becky's music hit, me and Caleb looked at each other and are like, Zach's getting this point.
No, we looked at each other and we said, Zach won.
Yep.
Zach's double champ.
That was the
Yep.
nail in the coffin.
Like, that was literally nail in the coffin.
Yep. Becky returning since her last match being the steel cage match against Liv Morgan, the Raw after King and Queen of the Ring, months ago.
Yeah, and hey, she has not missed a beat.
She did not rust at all while in storage.
Oh, we didn't rate Paul and Styles.
Oh,
Or
4.
Joe and Hendry.
Well, I gave
Or
it 5.
Joe and Orton.
Yeah, I gave Joe, Hendry, and Orton 5 because it was just two dudes having fun.
A 3. It was short, and they could have done a better opponent for Randy and given him a drawn-out more match.
A 1.
You didn't even watch it.
That's why I what. Just because Orton's in it, 1.
A 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Paul and Styles, I'm going to give a
All my
4.
belts are falling.
4.
All my belts are falling.
Yeah, Zach, you for
The
Paul and
struggles of
Styles.
being a double champ. For the Styles
Wait till you have to
Paul-
hold a real belt.
I know. I'm gonna just wear that one normally.
Yeah.
For the Styles Paul, 3.5.
Okay.
3.5. I saw
Yeah.
I kind of saw it coming, but obviously I didn't predict Styles because I hate Paul.
Yeah, but what What's funny about this tag match is that Becky's music hit. You see the cockiness of Liv and Raquel leave. They're like, oh, we're effed.
Yeah, they both went pale and started backing away.
Yeah. Liv almost left the arena before the announce desk stopped her, being like, where are you going?
Cole was like, what happened? What happened? You were so confident.
Where are you going? Yep. Also, Lyra's gear, nice.
Top notch.
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing gear.
Yes. But we've already probably spoiled it enough. This match was awesome, but let's just not sugarcoat it any longer. Your new Women's Tag Team Champions,
Becky Lynch and your Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria, who is now a double champion.
2 double champs crowned the same weekend.
Both predicted by your boy.
Yeah.
Double champ. Hey, quad champ.
I guess, yeah.
And if you want to count Zach becoming double champ prediction, technically 3 double champs crowned this weekend.
Triple champ.
And now we move on to the main event.
What are we rating this match?
Oh, yeah. What are we rating this match? A 4.
4.
I liked the Becky a lot, so a 5.
5, okay.
It was a good prediction. It was a good match.
And now we move on to the main event of the evening. Your WWE Championship match. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, your WWE Champion.
This match had us on the edge of our seats the entire time. It was a game of catch and mouse with the flippin' audience.
Didn't you stand up at multiple points thinking it was over?
Yeah, I checked my heart rate. It was 110 at one point in the match. Geez, yeah. I was
shaking.
riding a roller coaster of emotions. There was plenty of times where it looked like Cena had it, plenty of times where it looked like Cody had it. Cody hit the crossroads for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because the referee was knocked out.
Yep.
He actually released him on 11. He gave up on 11. He was like, 11? What?
Yep.
Yeah, and so, who do we hear? Fiend! 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 Fiend!
Travis Scott makes his entrance with, spoiler alert, no Rock this night. He is reportedly in Hawaii, but...
Yeah.
Yep, but Travis Scott comes out and just distracts the F out of Cody. And
Giving Cena enough time to recover.
Yep. Gets hit with the crossroads, which is where I point out to Gordon and I think just Gordon, but it's like Travis Scott has reportedly been training for a possible professional wrestling stint.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
He's in NXT cooking some stuff up.
he's not going to be in NXT.
No, he's probably going to be celebrity on main roster.
Yeah. And then we get Cena in the corner with the title. He's
Charging up.
He's charging up. He's looking at Cody. He charges at him. Cody counters.
Yep.
We get a struggle for the belt. Cody wins it. Cena is begging for his life. And what is this? Night 1? Another low blow?
Yep.
Pop!
Where's the Taco Bell
Meat
bell?
check!
Grabs the title back, decks the F out of Cody, tosses it out, tells the ref who's starting to wake up, get the F up.
Get up and in.
Yeah.
Up and in.
One,
Damn it.
2, 3.
And new 17-time world champion, the GOAT, John Cena.
Yep. Now
The last true champion, damn it.
Yep. Now, some cool stuff that we didn't cover in their entrance. John Cena just came out with a black screen with white letters, John Cena, and his music in the background. Not presenting himself at all. He's like, as he said, y'all get nothing.
You're just getting me.
Yep.
The only
And
color.
what started our fear of John Cena losing is Cody Rhodes coming out in a new Iron Man inspired war mask, which if you remember all the times Cody Rhodes has come out in his war mask, he has won those matches, which is what caused me and Caleb to look at each other and being like, uh-oh.
Yep. That's it.
Yep.
But, yeah, I'm glad. I am so happy they did not fumble the heel run.
Nope.
by
And
making
honestly,
them
this
lose.
match was pretty good. The
Oh,
story
it was amazing.
Yes,
this is a 5.
Yes.
This is a 5.
5-star, yeah.
10.
The story
10.
was Cena trying to keep the match slow. I mean, he's old. This is his retirement run. He's gonna play it safe.
Actually, no, I'm pulling a Zach. I'm breaking the scale. This is a 6.
Yep. I agree. But yeah, Cena was keeping the pace slow while Rhodes wanted to go fast. He realized, like, you know what? I see your strat. You are old. I'm gonna knock the snot out of you.
Cena did his big comeback in slow motion, which I thought was very good. I like seeing this new heel style.
It was like teaching a lesson to the opponent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like this is how you do this.
His new
and this is how you do
his
this
new
move.
style is retreat until you fumble. He's a whiff punisher now, basically.
Yep.
For fighting game players out there.
He's a damn crit build.
And the people getting points, this time I'm getting correct, are the 3 people you see here because Gordon chose Cody Rhodes.
Which solidified Gordon staying in last place, meaning him and I will see each other in a little version of Hot Ones versus for disqualified as our punishment for WrestleMania weekend. Me losing out on the NXT predictions, which Gordon did not participate in, or else that might have caused a double punishment, honestly. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm here sitting the loser of that, while Gordon sits the loser of the Mania card. And Zach becoming a double champ by just honestly picking his faves.
Yeah.
No, the thing that literally gave him the win
was meme picking El Grande.
Not completely.
Not completely, but
I got
it's
11 to 8. Or,
yeah,
11
it's
to
what
8.
solidified your win early, because technically your win was solidified when Drew won the street fight because of the El Grande meme pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it for WrestleMania, folks.
We can take a nap.
So a little bit of background knowledge. We have this week, and then we're going up to Zach's little
Property.
property, and that's going to be so nice for the weekend.
Yep.
We're gonna watch SmackDown, but we're gonna record it.
But you'll see us in the same scenery as our Bad Blood review.
Yep.
Yeah. This time I won't be drunken and clapping at Gordon's face.
Yep.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, but this has been it from us here at Disqualified. Boys, what do you think of WrestleMania as a whole? Rate the card together.
Out of 10, 9.8.
Out of 10, I'll give it a solid 9. There were the night 1 matches that brought me down a lot. Night 2 didn't have a lot of those. The Paul match you could consider a bit of a disappointment, but just like the El Grande and Rey Fenix match, it was just the ending, not the actual bout. So, 9.
I'll give it a 9.3.
Okay.
9.3. Because I think the El Grande winning the Raiders and New Day match, Fatu and LA Knight was kind of lackluster in my opinion.
Lackluster, but still a good win overall.
Lackluster, still a good win. I think I knew Jay winning was going to be a thing. I still doesn't mean I'm happy with Jay winning. But yeah, this has been it from us here at Disqualified. We have a new double champ in the studio, the first double champ in the studio.
And we have officially covered this channel's first Mania weekend to many more.
Yeah,
Hopefully
and
to come, yeah.
I think, when is Bad Blood?
You mean Backlash or?
Backlash. That's
Yeah,
right.
May 10th.
I believe that might be around our 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we're closing in on 1 year, folks. Thank you for staying with us throughout our first year. This has been great.
Yeah, with some little figuring out our production schedule stints from us reviewing the entire week as a whole to now doing each weekly theme on its own individual episode to all these PLEs we've reviewed. We thank you so much for joining us. This was a big weekend for us. Please tell your friends about us, and seriously, y'all, thank you. The 71 of you who have already clicked that button, to the 28 some K who have at least put eyes on your screen, have at least put us on your screen. Seriously, y'all mean the world to us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very much.
And with that being said, it's time for the typical YouTuber shtick. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell 3 times so you know the match is over. This has been us covering WrestleMania weekend. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. And peace.
Bye!